Katusha, John Paulo Caruso setting the pace here at the moment on the front, but this is the place with Galopan very much to the front there, Boyko Malema as well, Chris Froome on the left hand side of our picture here. We can see Nibali there also very much in contention, Rodriguez starting to move up, so we're getting to the real serious part of it now.
We certainly are. Rodriguez, there he is with a bandage upon his elbow, just heading up towards his teammate who's guided this, drips over, almost shimmies out and into his own teammate. Rodriguez comes through into a decent position. Chris Froome's in a very good position as well. Likewise is Mollema. Just looking else further down as well. Rigoberto Urán is also in the frame. You can see his familiar visage. Dan Martin still out of position, I'm afraid, at the moment. Position has been his fault in the past. And Chris Froome hits the front. It's Froome with Contador, Rodriguez, everybody, the major players are all here, Sean.
Yes, we can see Froome here taking it up with Contador in his wheel, and early to take it up, but again, if you're really good, and Chris Froome is one of the men can go for a long ways out, and if he can really push an infernal pace, he might put Contador under difficulty.
TJ Van Garderen is also here, the rangy American, and Chris Froome believes that he's got a chance today, but it's Rodriguez. He crashed yesterday, he's picked up an elbow injury, he's got shoulder injuries as well, and he's going. Is he going to go all the way? An incredible push. The man who's staying with him is Tony Galopan from Lotto Soudal, and Chris Froome can't stay there. Galopan versus Rodriguez. This would be a hugely popular victory if Rodriguez manages to make this stick, but he's still got 200 metres to go. It does flatten out very gently, but he wants it to be hard. He wants it to be punchy, and that's what he's doing. But is it a knockout blow? It certainly looks that way. Oh, this is a fantastic drive by Joaquin Rodriguez, and he's leaving everyone behind. Late push on by Chris Froome as well. He's going to get some bonus seconds, which will add to his tally along the way, and he might just catch him, will he? Oh, it flattens out, and Rodriguez, is he going to get there? Froome's got more pace, and he's making it happen. Dan Martin's left it too late, I think. It's going to be fourth place for him, by the looks of things. There's Quintana, there's Valverde, who started off as the day, but it's going to be not the Spanish champion, but another Spaniard that's going to take the day. It's going to be Pareto, the little man, the cigar smoker of old, has done it. They're going to buy him one right now. Super job, great job by Froome as well. What a day. Dan Martin coming home in fourth place, just behind 82 on the Mondial. I think it was Bardet. We'll get a check on that in a moment's time. Oh, what drama we have had.
Yes, it looked like Alexei Villemus from the AG2 Mondial team, but what a performance by Joaquim Rodriguez, taking it up maybe a little bit earlier than he would have liked to be, but held on, and I was looking at Froome that he seemed to be coming back, but just not enough to catch Rodriguez.
Rigoberto Urán hits the line 34 seconds down. There is Bardet coming on late right now. Sorry for the confusion there. Wow, such a lot at stake today with that stage win. But gaps amongst the GC men, and foremost amongst them, Chris Froome. What a ride by him.
Yes, well, first of all, in the beginning of the climb, he was in a good position, and that's what we talked about all day. Everybody talked about the position going on to the climb, and if a rider like Chris Froome, Rodriguez, those guys are in there, well then they're very much in the shake-up to win.
Thibaut Pinot being called across the line, giving away more than a minute today, I'm afraid. And some of those who are shining brightly late on, Sean, only just arriving right now. And what price, I'm afraid, that crash for many.
Yes, well, for many it's been a disaster, and totally out of the race. The other ones carrying big injuries, and that's going to be at the interesting one now. At the end of the day, we'll have to see what the injuries are. Cancellara, of course, looked like he was carrying injury, suffering a lot, and a lot of other riders as well. Tendam, a handful of riders there seem to be in real difficulty, because normally those riders would have no problem staying in that peloton in the final 20 kilometres, but not able to be competitive because of their injuries.
You'd be hard pushed to find a more popular winner today. Joaquim Rodriguez, they know him in this part of the world, and well, everyone knows about him today. Had a lot of injuries yesterday, but it didn't diminish him. I wonder whether the push back in really neutralised Valverde. Out of position, I'm afraid, Dan Martin, but nobody could deny Rodriguez, not even Chris Froome, who looked determined. Great to see Chris Froome as well, just pushing on as hard as possible. And there's Tony Martin as well, and I believe he's going to be our new leader. We'll get confirmation of that in a few moments' time. It depends on how it spins out with bonuses and indeed deficits when it comes to that time trial. And here, still to take on the Mur de Huy, is Fabian Cancellara. Going to be a big hit, I'm afraid, and I suggest you might gird yourself for the possibility that he doesn't race on tomorrow. He's been complaining about his back. He's had broken vertebrae earlier this year, and he doesn't want to risk any kind of nonsense on the Cambrai and the cobbles tomorrow, a stage where I imagine he would have targeted before the incident today, Sean.
Yes, well, definitely it would have been one of the stages where he's, you know, a real competitor there, and would have, you know, earmarked that one for a long time. But unfortunately, the injury he looks like to have, it will be difficult to see him recovering tomorrow, but hopefully he does have, you know, no major injury where he can continue on this race and in a number of days, because he definitely needs, you know, to continue on racing. He's been out for a long time because of injury already this season.
Wow, what a day. And I guess applause justified for the lieutenants or lieutenants, depending on your pronunciation, whichever side of the Atlantic. Rodriguez takes it ahead of Froome, Villemos, Dan Martin in 4th place, Tony Galopin, TJ Van Garderen, Nibali, Yates, Quintana and Mollema.